Um, I think I would go first. Hi everyone. My name is Madaya Johnson. I am the founder of the Raise and Queens Initiative. I am an author. I am also a YouTube creator. I started this project, the Raise and Queens Ambassador Program, to um have a group of people, mostly girls, 100 girls from different parts of the world, so that we could all learn together, grow together for the next 3 months. So we have sessions um every 2 to 3 times a week, and we basically just learn and have fun and make global friends, right? So today's session um, is going to be hosted by a founding ambassador. Her name is Zelia Bassi, Zelia Rex Bassi. So she's been with us she's been with us from the start, actually. And she's going to be sharing insights today on self-awareness and value orientation. But before I leave the floor for Zilia, um, who was first? I think Amafidel. Amafidel. Am I pronouncing it right? Um, would you mind introducing yourself to the rest of us? Oh, my video isn't on. Okay, so that you people would see the face behind the voice. Hi, Amafidel. Could you introduce yourself? Um, or if he's not there, then David, you could go on. Is everyone can hear me, right? Hope I wasn't okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Um, but I'm doing videos already, and
Okay.
oh God, what else do I need to say about myself now? I think I'm doing it. I think that works.
Okay. It's fine. Thank you for joining in, David. Um, who else is there? Udwaka Basi Sambo.
Okay, good afternoon.
Hi.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I am Odwaka Basi Michael Sambo by name. I am
Okay.
a teacher, I'm a beautician, and also a fiction writer. I
Okay.
am,
Awesome.
yeah, I stay in Akwa Ibom State, Uyo precisely.
Okay. Thank you so much
I
for
forgot to add
joining
one. I'm
in.
also a student. I'm also a student. I don't know why I
Okay.
usually forget that.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, this is a big lady in the call. Okay. Um, who else is here? God's favor Prince. Yeah, God's favor Prince. Would you introduce yourself?
Okay, good afternoon.
Hi, good
My name,
afternoon.
my name is Just Praise of Friends. I'm a student, a poet, I'm into cybersecurity and web development. I think that's it. Hello.
Okay, thank you so much for joining in. It's so nice to meet you. We usually have more people join the call, but I'm guessing they will join in late or so. So yeah, over to Zelia. Zelia, please, you have the floor.
Um, Hi everyone. Good afternoon, maybe evening, man. I don't know. Um, My name is Zelia Bassi. I am a student and a founding member, like Madaya said. And this is my first time doing this, so I'm nervous, I know, but I guess of God, we'll do this. We'll do this. So first of all, a brief introduction. My name is Derek Bassi. I'm a student, a tech enthusiast. I am into cybersecurity. I'm also a writer. Yeah. Not a published author. I'm a writer, all that. And I'm here to take you on self-awareness and value orientation. So, first of all, we're going to talk about understanding self-awareness. And if we are to go by etymology, self-awareness is just being aware of yourself. But excuse me, on a deeper level, self-awareness is defined as the ability to have a conscious understanding of your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors, your looks, your values, and impacts. It's basically that consciousness, that state of mind that you are, like you just find out, you just sit down and discover, or you just come to the realization that you are this person, you are her, like HER or HIM, you're that nigga, that kind of thing. So that's basically what self-awareness entails. And there are benefits to acquiring self-awareness in our personal and professional lives. So, first of all, in our personal lives, it helps us make better decisions. It helps you make better and informed decisions because let's say you're a model, like a self-inspired, Abi, what's a freelance model, for instance, and you're trying to find your style. If you are not aware of your body type, your looks, you're not aware of what style goes well with you, that's if you are not in that consciousness, you just end up with the wrong style or the wrong fashion, and it will just look really bad on you. And people will come at you, and you won't be able to defend yourself because you won't be able to defend yourself. Sorry, I don't. Yeah, you won't be able to defend yourself properly because you're not aware of who you are. You are not conscious of your style, so you are just going to accept whatever they tell you. And it also improves your relationship with people because when you understand yourself, it makes it easier to accept other people's behaviors. So it's not like you're struggling with self-discovery and then you're also struggling to understand your partners or your friends' behavior and all. It leads to clash of um personalities when you're not self-aware. And it increases your emotional intelligence. For instance, okay, let me say emotional intelligence and your mental health well-being. So I am, let me say I am depressed and I am living with this mindset that everything is fine. I am just acting like I am okay. So one day I just sit down and then I decide to drink sniper and I die. I did not I did not sit down to think my life through. I did not take a journey. I didn't do that self-discovery thing. I wasn't aware of my emotions. I did not place tabs on who I am or who I'm becoming. So I spiraled out of control and I couldn't control my emotions at that particular point. So it led me to suicide. So if you are aware of your emotions, you have more control over your emotions, more understanding of that mental thingy, that psyche, that state of mind. If you understand your emotions, or you can put your emotions on a leash or something, you stand a higher chance of not committing suicide, first of all, and of being in control of how you release certain emotions. I don't know if you understand, but that's the point. And it helps you identify your strengths and weaknesses. There's this thing in business studies where we have your SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So we'll just be talking about the S and the W, but it doesn't mean that self-awareness doesn't help you discover opportunities and threats. It's it that like those two are deeper level weaknesses are identified when you are aware of yourself. Okay, I'm saying awareness too much. Let me just give you a practical example. You walk into a room, let's say you walk into a room full of mirrors, and you're the only person in the room, and there are different reflections of you. But then those reflections of you are not you in the present. They are you that maybe your angry self, your happy self, your sad self, your productive self, your lazy self. Now, the ability for you to recognize those shades or those parts of you in that room of mirrors, that itself is the concept of self-awareness. So when you are in that room and you discover that, okay, this part of me, this mirror that I'm looking at is a part of me that draws. This part of me can't sing. Maybe it's a mirror showing you in the shower singing and you're not liking the sound that is coming out. So, you can't sing, but you can draw. Okay, you're good at public speaking. Um, okay, I can't dance. So you know what to work on, where to channel most of your energy, and basically just improve on that aspect of your life. Now, professionally, it allows, I said this before in the personal parts, it allows you make informed decisions that align with your set goals. Now, many of us might be self-made people that's entrepreneurs or people in tech or just business people. Yeah. So if you have goals, many a times we have goals that we can't what's the word? We can't work on because we are limited by our own strengths. Like you don't know your limits. You're limited due to lack of understanding of your own potentials. Yes. So if you do not know what limits you can get to, you won't be able to um push yourself and actualize these goals. So when you become self-aware, it's like entering into a God mode, a God with a small g, please. It's like entering into a God mode and you just self-actualize and okay, I can get this done within so amount of days. I can do this. I can't do this. Or I shouldn't do this now, so I can do this in the end. But everything aligns, everything just works together. Everything just comes together and you just understand everything suddenly. Then it helps you to become more goal oriented. It's still the same thing as the first, but it's makes you bullheaded like a Taurus. Like I know people say that zodiac signs and everything is just for people in this horoscope, this in this Taurus, Sagittarius, whatever. But if you become self-aware, you unlock the Taurus ability to be bullheaded, to be more focused. You see a goal and you're like, I need to get this done. I need to do this. Because, okay, me, for instance, there was an incident that occurred last week, 4th and 5th of June, two exams. I had the opportunity, I had the chance to be lazy about the both of them. But something in me just told me, you need these certifications. You need to get it done. You need this thing, you want to get a job, like you are seeing the bigger picture. But it took that little moment of self-actualization to actually prompt me to complete those set goals. So it makes you bullheaded, that's more goal-oriented, and it increases your chances of becoming successful and fulfilled as a business entity. Because if you are goal oriented and your goals align with your decisions, it's a recipe for success because you are driving yourself because of yourself to complete this goal. And if you complete the goal, tell me why you won't be successful. No reason. So at the end of this first um module, like I like to say it, I like us to have a little self-awareness reflection. Like think about think about yourself. I have you gotten to that state, that God mode? Have you self-actualized? It's not something that you do and then you just dwell on it. It's something that it happens, it keeps happening. You keep self-actualizing and you keep growing. And then I would like us to take down our strengths and weaknesses so you'll be able to tackle them on your own later on. Moving on, we have identifying core values. So core values are what these moral or society norms or things that are seen as morally right in the society. There are core values that can help in the cultivation of self-awareness, and there are honesty, self-reflection, curiosity, open-mindedness, self-acceptance, authenticity, humility, emotional intelligence, responsibility, and growth mindset. So, honesty, first of all, you need to be honest to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. We know how to lie to ourselves a lot. You might not be good at this thing, but you're like, I'm not that good, but I'm good. Criticize yourself. You are your first critic. Set the bars high. Raise your own standards so that when you criticize yourself and someone else just pops up and tells you, oh, this is not how this is supposed to be, you can talk them down. You can tell them that this, no, that is not it. What I'm telling you, this is it. This is what I don't even understand, but yeah, that you just have to be honest with yourself so that you'll be able to withstand another person's criticism. Yeah. Self-reflection. That's why I asked us to do in the first module. You think about yourself. Have you actualized Have you self-actualized yet? Have you entered your God mode? Do you understand yourself? Are you aware of the person you are? Curiosity is necessary because self-awareness and self-discovery, they work hand in hand. You need to ask yourself questions. You need to question yourself. You need to find out more about yourself, more about your likes, your dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses, like I asked us to do so that you can know where you stand and you know what to do. Be curious about your own goals, be curious about how to achieve those set goals. Yeah. Open-mindedness. You also need to be open-minded so that you can accept criticism. I know I said that you should be your number one critic, but if you don't accept it from other people and see it from their own point of view, reasonable people, I'm not saying that someone should come and shout you down and then you go and sit down in your room and start crying, oh my God, this person said this about me, this and it has to be a reasonable comment. They highlight, like, for instance, um, I'm a plus size girl and I wear I wear a bodycon dress and I am not comfortable in it. I'm not confident in how I look. And then someone tells me to work on my self-confidence and wear what I am more comfortable in. I can't pick a fight with that person at that moment. I can't say, and I'm comfortable in it. Although there are some people that will do it. Some people are not me. I will actually go back to my room and I'll sit down and think about it. The person didn't tell me I look bad though. The person said I should work on my self-confidence and dress to be comfortable. So I will think about it. It's either I stop wearing bodycon dresses or I work on my self-confidence so that if somebody tells me that, I know I can tell the person that I am confident in what I'm wearing. I love my look. So that is being open-minded to other people's suggestions. Not when someone comes to tell me that, oh, you're fat, you shouldn't be wearing bodycon dresses. I will insult you. I will insult you. Um, yeah. Moving on, self-acceptance. You need to accept who you are. In journey of self-discovery, you find out you have gray areas in your life. You have the black areas, you have the white areas. You have flaws. Nobody's perfect except our Heavenly Father. You have flaws. You have the good, the bad, the ugly. You also have strengths. You have areas you are really good at. Your ability to accept that this is you, it will help in your journey for self-discovery and it will help you be more aware of yourself. Authenticity is your ability to be authentic, unique, only you, one of a kind. You are the only you of your type. So when you understand that I am me. Okay, this Cinderella song, HIM, I'm that nigga, huh? That particular line. Once you understand that you are that nigga, you are that person, you are that girl, nobody, I repeat, nobody can throw you off. And humility, while you're discovering yourself, while you're finding out that you are that nigga, you are that person, be humble because there are other people out there that are better in they are better than you. They can't be better than you. And they can easily throw you off. But if they see that okay, you know this thing, and they know they are better than you, but you are humble, they'll be prompted to teach you more. I don't know if we understand, but that's how it works. Yin and yang. Yeah. And emotional intelligence, we talked about that in the first module, where you have to understand your emotions. It's not just about IQ. You need to have a high EQ too. You need to be conscious. Okay, if I had anger issues, let's say I have anger issues, and I do know that I had anger issues, and then in school, someone in school just pisses me off. Someone in school pisses me off, and I walk up to the person. The person approaches me, and the person is shouting. I'll just look at this person, and in my head, I'm like, is this person mad or something? And then next thing I dash the person one slap. Now everybody will now say, ah, that the person did not know that she had anger issues, or be me, did I know that I had anger issues, and then the person's ear is bleeding or something, or the person's nose is bleeding. Me, I was shocked because I did not know that I did not know that I had anger issues. So if um if I was aware that I had anger issues, I would know how to curb my responses to other people's actions so that I won't get a reaction that might be negative, or even though the reaction is negative, it shouldn't be as bad as it's supposed to be. Then responsibility, when you are aware of who you are or your goals as a person, you tend to be more responsible because you are you're understanding that come not everything is a joke again. I have things I need to do to achieve certain goals. So you will tend to be more responsible. You will what's the word? Hmm. You'll be more mature. You pick up things that usually you yourself you will just sit down and say, let me do it tomorrow, or let me do it next week. You will start doing them because you have a goal at the end of the day. And a growth mindset, you need to understand that self-awareness comes with growth, comes with changes. You are discovering who you are. So you don't need to be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to break out. Don't be afraid to fail. You are like a butterfly, you're like a caterpillar entering into your cocoon. You are coming out. And don't be afraid that, oh, what if I don't turn into a butterfly? What if I'm a moth or a dragonfly? Or what if I don't even come out? Don't be scared. Everybody's growth rate is different, and what we turn out to be after that growth is different in itself. So don't be scared to grow. Yeah. So I want all of us to consider what our personal values are and how you make a decision that aligns with the value. I don't, do we understand the question? Or do we understand how it goes? If you don't understand, please, I can explain. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Moving on. Okay, let me say you have you have a this thing. I'm trying to find a way to explain the exercise. Okay, your values, what you hold dear to yourself. If those values were at stake, let's say you are supposed to tell the truth to your boss. Yeah, say honesty is your value. You're supposed to tell the truth to your boss, and at that particular point, your promotion is on the line. Your promotion is on the line. If you were told to lie to get that promotion, would you? Would you tell the lie? Or would you say the truth? It clashes with what you hold dear, but would you do it? Or would you lie just to grow? Yeah, that's what the exercise is. Then the next module is about aligning our actions with values. It's a crucial step to self-awareness, and it entails values clarification, self-reflection, intentional decision making, and mindful behavior. First of all, values clarification, you need to know what you hold dear, set it, like play it out, write it down if you want to, type it out, anyhow you want to do it. Know the things that you hold dear, your values, your core values. Outline them, and understand what they are. Self reflection, we've been saying this over and over again. sitting down, understanding yourself. It doesn't happen in one day. You can't understand who you are in one day. You can't understand who another person is in one day. It's only God, except you are a black Jesus. That's when you can understand yourself in one day. But even the Son of Man self did not follow and understand himself in one day. It took him time. So us human beings need to sit down and reflect on ourselves, our lives, everything we hold dear, strengths, weaknesses, like we've been saying from the beginning, and intentional decision making. Intentional decision making is all about being bullheaded, like I said. Know that, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, you do it. Don't procrastinate. In self-awareness, there is no room for procrastination. You just have to do it. There's no two ways about it. Once you are aware, once you've, it's like you are unleashing sorry, I'm going to use an anime term, a banker or a domain expansion. At that particular point, it's like you have killer instincts. If I don't do these things, like I'll run mad or something. You just have to do it. So being self-aware and aligning your values with the actions, and in that consciousness that you are aware of who you are, it's a badass combination. It helps you make decisions that the old you or the less aware version of yourself will sit down and be like, that's him. HIM or HER. I keep saying this thing from the beginning to the end of this meeting. Sorry, if you're not a Rema fan. And a mindful behavior, it allows you to be more mature, like I said. You are more mindful, you are careful about what you do, what you don't do, at what time you do it, and how you do it, the mannerism of doing everything. So that's all about mindful behavior. And then the benefits of aligning your actions with your values are increased authenticity, improved self-trust, enhanced self-awareness, and greater sense of purpose. You you improve your authenticity, you are more unique because you know what works for you know what doesn't work for you know what you can do, you know what you specialize in. So you can focus more on those areas and do better. Improved self-trust. You trust yourself more. You are comfortable with the decisions you make. You don't question yourself a lot. Your overthinking abilities reduce. Yeah, I hear people say, "Oh, I'm an overthinker. Oh, I'm an overthinker." You're not just aware yet. You don't know who you are yet, because if you are aware of who you are as a person, you can't tell me that you'll be overthinking, because you trust yourself more. You won't you won't want to branch out to start questioning unnecessarily, because you already know the answers to these questions. And enhance self-awareness, when you align your goals with your values, obviously, it means that you are in your God mode. You have activated your bankai, like I'm going to keep saying from now on. A greater sense of purpose. You are more, what's the word? English is hard. English hard, man. You are more bullheaded. Yes, you are a Taurus. You unlock that Taurus potential. So you have more purpose. You have this new drive, this new urge from God knows where to do what you want to achieve this goal at this particular.
Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry. Network. Okay, so we were at greater sense of purpose. So the next exercise, I'm going to give us time to do the exercises, please. I'll be done soon. So next exercise, we're going to journal our values, like write out your values, ask yourself questions, that's self-inquiry. Ask yourself certain questions as regards to the values you uphold. And we have mindfulness meditation that can be practiced alone, like on your own, at your own spare time. You sit down and you consciously set a goal and then you consciously achieve it. And then you sit down and you think about the process, how how intentional you were in achieving the goal. And accountability, you are going to be your own accountability partner, that you are going to take account of your progress so far and what you did in the course of you achieving that goal. So at the end of this, we can say that by aligning your actions with values, you will cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and live a more authentic and purposeful life. Now, there are challenges that come with self-awareness, because developing yourself can be rewarding and it can also be a challenging process. And some of those common obstacles you might encounter are self-deception, emotional discomfort, fear of change, lack of introspection skills, external influences, which involve societal expressions, peer pressure, cultural norms, limited self-knowledge. We also have means of overcoming these challenges, and practicing self-compassion is one of them. Practicing self-love, um, engage in introspection, develop emotional intelligence, cultivate a growth mindset. So I'm going to be talking about overcoming the challenges and not the challenges, because why not? Practicing self-compassion is basically having love for yourself. When I say self-love, yeah, you see people post on their status, hashtag self-love, this, that. Those people might not even love themselves. That's the truth of it. So practicing self-love means being kinder to yourself, be more nice to yourself. I know that we said that you should criticize yourself, be your number one critic and all, but you have to be nice to yourself too. Give yourself credit. When you achieve a certain goal, you celebrate, breathe, blow off some steam, you get. Take yourself out if it's a big accomplishment or something, and then engage in introspection. I don't even know how to explain that thing. Meta AI ways. Then develop emotional intelligence. We've been talking about this from the onset. Have Be more conscious, be more mindful of your emotions. Understand your emotions, understand who you are, how to react to certain things, understand your reactions to certain things so that you can control it if need be. And cultivate a growth mindset. Don't be afraid of growth. Don't be afraid to branch out. Don't be afraid to explore, basically. So by acknowledging all these challenges and how to overcome them, you can develop a greater sense of self-awareness and improve your all well-being. We have come to the end of our session. I still remains Derek Spassi. Thank you for having me. So we're going to have question and answers right now. And if you did the thingy, the exercises, and you want to share, now is the right time. Because nighttime is the right time to fight crime. J mask. Bye. Over to you, Madaya.
Okay. Thank you once again, Zelia, for that incredible insight. I think I've learned a lot. I don't know about anyone else, but I've learned a lot. Starting with the points where you made about why we need to be self-aware, imagining ourselves in a room with different versions of ourselves in the mirror, and how we should identify who or what version works best at that moment. So thank you for that very, very thought-provoking insights. At this point, we're going to be having questions, or maybe you did do the exercise and you want to share. If you want to share, please turn on your mic and share. Even if you want to sing, who was the Amafidel and Anyeviets, I think. So, any questions or comments? Something you want to add to what Zelia has shared? Everybody must talk, Sha. Amafidel, hi. Zelia, you can hear me, right? Or is it just
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi. Sorry. I didn't know my mic was not
off?
on mute when I
Okay.
was when I was saying. I kind of joined late, but
Okay.
I think I got a few things, you know, get to do it. You have all that energy, have all the resolution, have to make it work. I think one of the things that really stuck with me was the banker and the domain expansion thing. I'm such a huge anime fan. So I got the idea of you've got to put in all your energy into making things work. So yeah, it's sad I joined late, but then I definitely got a few things from her session.
Okay.